Alright, let me get this straight. You went to a club and played poker with some other person alone at midnight instead of gambling money, which you intended to do in the first place. This person offered that if you lose, you will have to watch an anime that he will pick, since he's a big fan of our work with the Anime Corner. You lost, of course, and it has to be that anime. No other choices. I mean, what happens if we ignore him? Oh, god damn it. How long do we have? Yeah, I know. We get killed. You know what? We are not gonna watch that anime this month. We are gonna watch a comedy anime to lighten the mood. And I have the perfect one. It's Kyo no Go Ni, or in English, known as Today in Class 5-2. Yep, but this time it's elementary schoolers, not high schoolers. Hello and welcome to the Anime Corner episode 5. I'm Tristan. As you might know, Board has done something stupid big time. We have until next month to comply with that person's order to watch that anime, or else we get killed. But you know what? I'm not prepared to watch that anime this month, so to brighten the mood, and also we haven't done one of these, I decided to pick a comedy anime. Yes, that's right, Board. It's called Kyo no Go Ni, or in English, known as Today in Class 5-2. Kyo no Go Ni is about a group of 5th graders at elementary and their wonderful adventures during the year. This group includes Rato Sato, the protagonist, a kind person who gets unintentionally in a lot of trouble. Chike Kuzuzume, a childhood friend of Rato, and is usually physically abusing him when he deserves it. At least, when she thinks he deserves it. Yuki Azazano is a bright talkative one and enjoys chatting and gossiping. Kazuma Ahara is a quiet, mysterious and sadistic one. Natsume Hirakawa is a tomboy who is short, sporty and very athletic girl who can beat anyone at sports. Megumi Hidaka wears glasses and is very blind without them, and is so very self-conscious, aware of when people notice how much more developed she is. Kohiya Emiya is Rato's best friend and is often dueling him in various things. He is bold, quick-witted, and is knowledgeable into what girls expect from guys. And lastly, there's Tsubasa Kawa, Another Roto's close friend is very calm and kind, always carrying an innocent smile, and often playing the role of the meditator between Roto and Koji. You're telling me, bud? Yeah. So each episode is constructed in 4 shorter stories, which of course focus on the many miscellaneous adventures the group has. Some of them are shorter than others and others are longer, but all have done an excellent job, and of course, which is the most important part of any comedy, funny! Really bored. Okay. So anyway, another thing I really like that they did, and I appreciate that they did it, is that whilst all the stories are wholly owned, and most of the time are irrelevant from one to the other, they did some things that made them in the same world and time. Alright, how about this as an example? In one of the first episodes, in one of the first stories, they in fact mentioned it was going to rain later. And in one of the stories later on in that episode, it was raining. Or another example is that sometimes they mention events that happened previously before in that episode or other episodes. It makes it all connected and not as disjointed as some of these comedy animes usually are. Whilst this may seem like a shallow comedy, in fact there's a lot of heart with it, with the characters, which I'm really going to say, the best comedies always has heart in it. And you really care about these characters through the various hijinks, which I appreciate that they did that. The animation is really good and it's a simplistic approach to it, but for the sort of stories they're trying to tell, it works perfectly for it. Though, it does sometimes get a bit weird. Though they do make sense, like this. Yeah, these phases are when they're acting as adults. Very serious, be it intentional or not. And it's so freaking funny for certain. Now, we will present you another clip, much more longer one, that will show you all my favourite moments in the entire anime. Now of course, since this is only in one of the first episodes, it's not much of a spoiler. And this will more or less give you an idea of what sort of the comedy is, because it's kind of hard to describe what makes it so funny. So, enjoy. Well, I didn't say anything. The voice acting is also really good, and everyone did the job very well. My particular favourites are Mako as Kazuzuma Erihara and Kana Azuma as Natsume Hirakawa. Music is also done very good, and I really enjoy the catchy opening theme song and the various ending theme songs it has. Really? Now you may be wondering whether there's fan service in this, and thank goodness there isn't any. Whilst there is brief nudity, it happens only very rarely and briefly too. It's also part of the stories, in which if it doesn't really make sense for the stories, it's not in there. Now, to avoid confusion, there is in fact another anime of this, which is an oval original video animation. It's much more shorter, 4 episodes. It doesn't nearly cover as a lot as the anime version does, and also it has different art style and voice acting. Now, whilst I haven't fully watched it, I did watch one episode, and well, compared to this, I didn't really like it. The art style was not very good and didn't really suit it, and also the voice acting was just not as good as this. I mean, it might be because I've watched anime first, but I don't know. And also, probably the worst reason why, as you may know, the anime version doesn't contain fan service, but the OVO version, in fact, does have fan service, and a lot of it, and it's probably the worst fan service and worst squirm-inducing fan service I've ever seen. Even worse than High School of the Dead. So overall, what I thought of Kyo no Goni, I thought it was an excellent anime. It definitely has a lot of heart in it. It also made me laugh out loud throughout the anime. The characters are all fleshed out and all have their moments to shine, and also all have their own unique quirks from each other. The animation is really simplistic, but it works very well for what they want to do, but they also do the traditional crazy animation they usually do for these sorts of animes, but they don't overdo it. The voice acting and music is also excellent. So I'll give it 4 stars. Bored? That's great. So, thanks for watching the 5th episode of the Anime Corner. Like, subscribe, let me know what you thought if you have or are going to see Kyo no Goni. Yeah, I agree. So, see ya! And, well, yeah, next month, it's happening. Catch you later.